Hi, everybody, or those who are showing up. I am a little late today. I am so sorry. We just literally got home. Hey, look, say Chanel. Oh my God, today. Let's not even. I am so tired, y'all. I'm not gonna even worry about putting on lipstick or nothing. It's like you're lucky to see me. Today has been, oh my gosh, I can't even. I can't even. Hey, Jennifer. I mean, so, hey, buddy. Hi, everybody. It's cold. I have been up and we have been at the office. Today was we got at the office before 7 and we left the office at 6, which is why I just literally got home because there is no way I can leave my office at 6 and get here. I normally leave the office at 4:30 to get here by 6:30 live with a buffer. Mhm. Mhm. So it's been a day, y'all. James had to do some field work. So it just took a long time to get here, and my stress level was like out the roof because I hate being late like this. Now, in real life, I'll be honest, I'm always late. I am not the person on time. I am not the person who's there before time. I am late. Unless it's a doctor's appointment that I'm there on time. But if it's just meeting up with friends, I'm never on time. You know? It's like I am that friend, you know. I have a puppy running this way and running away. So anyway, I have so much stuff to do, y'all. If this was a members live, I'd be spilling and venting all the tea, y'all, all the tea, because work has been rough. I am going out of town tomorrow for an overnight trip, so I'm not packed. I don't have my stuff ready. James doesn't have his stuff ready. We're both tired. It's like a 6-hour drive tomorrow to get where we need to go. And then we do the work in the morning Wednesday, and then we turn around and drive right back because we don't want to be there for Thursday because Thursday is bad weather day. Hey, Jackie, have been out of town. I'm very sorry about James's mom. Yeah, it's been rough, rough. And I've told people like all day today what happened because they know he's been ill. His mother's been ill. So it's like, okay, well, let me give you the updates. I think I've told the story like 4 or 5 times today, and it's been one of those emotionally draining days. Um, and then I'm just like not centered and focused. The centering has not happened today, but I think I've kind of gotten over. Okay, no, I haven't. I'm lying. I have not gotten over my FOMO for the Murakami collection. I still want it, and I never wanted it to start with, but I think I've figured out what I do want from the collection. I want the perfume bottle. Um, I want to buy the perfume bottle, so I might, and I think that might last a while. I don't think that's good. Hopefully, it doesn't run out. If it runs out, it runs out. I'm not gonna go. I don't have $400 to go running off to buy one, so I'm just gonna. When I have the money, if it's there, I'll buy it. If it's not there, I won't buy it because I was talking to Lori from Smiley Cat Couture, and she said that once you buy the bottle it's actually less expensive to refill the bottle. So the initial expense is actually the bottle plus the fragrance, and then it's meant to be refilled at location, right? So that means assuming they don't discontinue it. But I'm assuming if they discontinue it, you just fill up your bottle with something else at the store. The bottle is the bottle, right? But anyway, I have 4 unboxings to do today, so I want to get right into it because I am there's one box here, I'm not sure what it is. And I have one bag here that I think is gift mail. I think Miss Dee Dee Bean sent me a birthday gift. Because she was all like, "Hey, this thing's happening." And I'm like, "I didn't buy something from this thing." Okay, so we're gonna open the birthday gift first. This is from Miss Dee Dee Bean. She sent this to me through um well, let's just find out through one of our mutual because I missed Dee Dee says, I think I bought you something you already have. Girl, you have. But I love it. This is the best bag ever. A gift for you from Dee Dee, Vicky. Oh my gosh, I love this bag so much. I love this bag so much. I thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, Miss DDB. Thank you so, so much. Yes, I love it. Yes, I can never have too many. I love this bag so much. There's a male version to this one too. So the male version is blue and white with Mickey, and this is the mini version, which is green and pink. I love this bag so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, this is going to be so awesome. So it has a suede patch, leather straps. It has bright, bright, bright pink, bright, bright, bright pink, and this is so cool. Oh my God, this is so awesome. You know, I might not actually have. Do I have this exact one? I might. I might. I know. I know I have this pattern. But it might not be this exact bag. It doesn't matter. I love this bag. Thank you, Dee Dee. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for thinking of me. Thank you for buying me my favorite thing ever, which is Minnie. You know, Minnie and Mickey, because I have a Disney. Look how cool that tag is. I love these bags. I love these. Maybe I'll take this one tomorrow. We'll have to see. This is awesome. Thank you, Miss Dee Bean. So cool. And that's just awesome. Way awesome that she bought me a bag. And I'll have to text her after this. And then I have another thing in here. Now this is okay. Oh my gosh. I'm not this has a story, y'all. This has a story. This one is very expensive. Not the purchase price, not the shipping. When I put a bid in for this, I didn't realize it was an automatic bid. So if you win the bid, it debits your account. I wasn't paying attention. And I forgot I might have bid on this. And there was not money in the account. So not only did I pay for this because my bank covered me, I paid the you don't have money fee, which is like 40 bucks. So it's like, ouch, this is expensive. So let me show you what I spent a whole lot of money on. Oh, if I had just realized, and I thought I hadn't bid on it, but it's still cool. It's just way more expensive than I wanted it to be. Hey, Marilla. Yep, way more expensive than it should be. So this is a very cool bag. Remember that Dee Dee just did a video about her satchel with Melissa's Corner, and this is one of the same collection, vintage, but I don't know the name of this collection like I do all the other ones because this is not a very long running collection. But you see how it looks different. This is fabric. You see the leather, how it has this stitching right here, and it has, hey, Apple Blonde. So it has this type of hardware. This is indicative of this collection. And one of the problems with this bag, which is why I got it for so cheap originally, is it has this one little blue mark on here, probably from an interior pen mark. But I really love the bag. I thought it was really cool looking because this also has let me show you. It has a different lining than some of it has the DB, you know, and it's actually a whole different type of cotton. It's really cool. Um, but let me tell you how much I paid for this without all the extra fees of you made a mistake, Jackie. Um, so it has the tag in here with the style number. It has the little key fob holder thing. Let me get this button zippered. It's just going to have to be its own video. Like, pay attention to your bids and orders. Um, Mr. Pugsley, there's nothing in there for you. Are you a Pugsley? Yep, you are a Pugsley. Hi, Pugsley. He's standing all over my bag. No respect. No respect at all. Um, so anyway, I'll have to inspect it later, but look at the let me look at the invoice, see how much. It wasn't expensive to purchase. Everything about that bag is strange because the leather feels different. The leather is very thick, but the textile is very thin, which is very different than what they. Oh, it looks great. I love the bag, but it's very different. Vintage for Dooney, very malleable. Okay, let me go to my inbox. From my eBay. My purchases. So, okay, so guys, the bag was $4.25, but the shipping was $19. So it was $25 for the bag with shipping, and then like $40 with the overdraft fee. So it's a little bit more expensive. But originally at $5, I put a bid in thinking, oh yeah, that's great. Yeah, it does have the Dooney tag. It does have the Dooney tag on the inside. I've seen these bags before. This is just that the thing is it's so weird is that the leather is very thick leather. This is a thicker leather than you normally see on some of their bags, but this is a very soft cotton twill. Yeah, Horlina. So I'm gonna take this. Its emblem was put on here wrong. I'm gonna change this. It bugs me. This is not the way that should go. There's a pot, some twill. So the canvas on this is really interesting. I'm not mad at it. I just think it's different. And different does not mean bad. No. So if I just say in my mind, I only paid $5 for it. Let's just not count all the other stuff. Dee dee! Oh my gosh! This is the bag, like the same vintage of your bag. Dee Dee, I opened my package from you. Wow, let's move over. This one. I love it. It's perfect. It's awesome. This is the best bag ever. Thank you so much for getting this for me. And look, she put in a tag that says a gift for you from Dee Dee. Isn't that awesome? I love it. I absolutely love it. This is awesome. This is the coolest, awesomest thing ever. Love it so much. Yes, Mr. Pugsley, what are you doing? There is no food there. You just had dinner. We just got home. We've been gone for since before 7 8. Well, we left the home before 6 a.m. and we got home at 6 a.m. or 6 p.m. So we've been gone a long time and they're like, wait, I want attention. I want attention. Um, so I have a little Pugsley right here. But I guarantee you, if I bend over to pick him up, he's going to be like, excuse me, can I pick you up? Are you going to run away? Nope, you ran away. You want to come back? Can I pick you up now? Are you sure? Oh, oh, nope, nope. There's no food. There's no food. Now he's running away. He's like, no, you don't have food. I don't care. Um, So I've opened 2 bags. Woohoo! Um, do you have already? Do you have it? I do have it already, but Dee Dee, I love it. I almost bought it a third time. That's how much I love that bag. You can never give me too many of the Junie Disney bags, especially that vintage, because this just means I'm a twin and I like having twin things. I totally love having twin things. No, no, no. It is awesome. I am so happy. The one I'm looking for though is the male version of that one. It's the blue and white one with the Mickey faces. But I absolutely love that bag. Love it. Um, Mainly also, I don't really know where that one in my collection is hiding because I haven't used it in many months, but I'm going to be using that. What's good about that bag is that it's lightweight. It's very easy to use. I wish they still made that bag, to be honest. That the shape is the shape, but the fabric, I love it. Anyway, I have 2 more things to open. One of them is another Dooney. But before that, I have another box. I have no clue what it is. Okay, I have a little clue, but I don't. My notification should have posted what it is. So if it's in this giant box, I have some stuff I ordered when I got my Christmas money from my second eldest sister, and so let's see. And it doesn't have any. It says it's a facility from New Jersey, but that doesn't mean anything. You know, it just says New Jersey facility. Like, okay, it says leave if there's no response. So they left it at the store. Oh, this is my Amazon order that came through their actual. The vendor was third party vendor. after I bought it, I was thinking she has that one, but well, happy birthday. Yes, no, no, that is the best. I love it. I love it, love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. Um, so I bought because of Nikki from Accounting for Luxury. She bought she did a Black Friday haul video. A part of it was she bought this brand of product. So I went and bought this brand of products. Um, so this is the cleanser. So this is a face and body cleanser, and I bought the 2-pack because I wanted this. This is literally a year's supply worth of stuff. You know, oh, sir, there's no food in there. You made me drop it, and there's nothing in there. It's paper. He acts like he's starving. So this is the other part. This is the 10% urea niacinamide shea butter face lotion and body lotion. So these are meant for your face and your body. They're made by dermatologist. It's her brand. Hey Bri. So I bought 2 sets. So this is like a year's supply. This is 13.5 ounces per container. And yeah, you can't travel with them because they're in these giant containers on airplanes and stuff, but I didn't do that for that. So I bought 2 of them, and I'm really happy they got here. I was hoping this was it, but I didn't get the Amazon notice. I'm sure I'll get the Amazon notice hours later, right? And here's the other one. So hopefully my skin likes it because I bought enough for a whole year. Sir, there is nothing in this box. There's no food. There's no food. And you keep calling at me. I know. Here, do you want and every time I go to reach to get him, he's like, no, 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 no. Um, let's see. Do you have a channel? Dee, I don't. I just watch. Yeah, Ronnie just watches. Ronnie, aren't you also a bunker? In the bunker for Super Dacob? I thought you were. Um, so I have now the face serum, the face lotion, and the body wash. And I just found they have a exfoliating product that you're supposed to use twice a week, which I might add to it. But first, let's try this. And I love this because I'm a lazy skincare person. I used to have the whole setup, like 5 steps every night, blah blah blah. Now it's like, next to my sink. I sit in my sink, I sit in my bathroom, in my bathtub, shower area. So when I shower full body, when I'm too lazy to shower, 'cause I don't shower every day. I don't have to. But with dry skin, you really should not shower daily. It strips the oils from your skin. You should actually space out your showers. I mean, we're still bathing, just not daily. I used to be. I don't have his membership anymore. I just watch his lives. Yes. Well, do you talk in his lives? Because I feel like I've seen you there. I think we've chatted. Um, so anyway, this is my birthday bag, Christmas birthday bag from my second eldest sister. I ordered this on Amazon on Christmas because she gave me money Christmas. I bought skincare, I bought shoes, I bought this bag, I bought what else did I buy? I think that's it. I think I bought James Scott Ram. That was expensive, but not as he didn't get the lion's share of the money I did. But I figured, honey, it's like, sir, would you rather me use our birthday Christmas money on me buying skincare or me spending our money anyway and buy skincare? Because that's what's going to happen. I said, I can buy it all now, a whole year's worth with the money I have for my sister, or I can just buy a little bit and just keep buying more as I need to. And he goes, buy the skincare, ma'am. Yes, I try it first. Make sure you don't have a sensitivity. Yeah, I've already tried the serum, and I'm cool with the serum, so I'm not too worried about this because it looks pretty good. I got those really pretty red shoes. It was on my Facebook and Instagram. I'll have to send you a photo if you don't have my Facebook or Instagram. But this bag, I am so excited to get. This is one of the bags I could have in every color. Now, I have it in blue, a bright blue, and I have it in yellow. I bought it in another blue. I would really, really, really want to get this in red. But oh my gosh, Miss Dee Dee Bean, this is only the second time I've ever ordered something from Dooney and they gave me a sticker in the box. All the stickers I've ever gotten from Dooney, other than two, I have gotten at the outlet. This is this is this is huge, y'all. Huge! They gave me two stickers. Oh my gosh, this is like gold. Gold. And I've never seen this one. That one's really cool. I like this pink one. Mr. Pugsley, there's still no food. Just because you hear rattling doesn't mean there's any food involved in this transaction. Boxes does not mean food. Okay, so save that baby, right? That pink one, where did I just okay, where did I just put it? Literally, it was in my hands. Where did I didn't put it back in the box. Oh, there they are. Okay. So this is the Bitsy bag in midnight blue. And this does it have the stupid one of whatever? One of one, pick one of one. Yeah, this doesn't show I ordered it. Okay, actually, I ordered on the 25th, but the process on the 26th, and it doesn't have that shipping label. Maybe it's in here. Oh, it's in here. This is number 10 out of 190 of this batch. Two, oh my God, that pink one is, I know, right? Right? I've never seen that pink one, Dee Dee. Um, so we could have been a little less bumpy in our ride. I mean, if you right out of the box, you see that there's a dent in the back, a nice little dent. You see that there's some wrinkling here and some wrinkling here. So here's the deal, y'all. It is 30 degrees outside. The box literally just came in. The leather's a little cold. Now it's going to acclimate. It might get a little bit less. I can feel how cold this is. Um, Box, like the children are playing with the boxes. Um, y'all are just ridiculous. Y'all are ridiculous. So this is my birthday gift from my second eldest sister, and this is the Bitsy bag in midnight blue, and I love it because I already have it in two other colors. And I really want one in red. I really want one in red, but they don't have one in red right now. I don't really want the ones that are the coated canvas as much, because my coated canvas is kind of really regulated to my Disney collection, and I have one hydrangea, which is part of the Disney or the Dooney. So, guys, so yesterday I told you I had gone to the Dooney outlet. And I was really tempted to buy a bag, but I knew this bag was in the mail. I knew this bag was coming in the mail. I knew I already bought it. I knew I had it. I said, Jackie, just wait for tomorrow. You'll get your birthday bag. You just don't go buy a bag just because it's a good price. It was a good price. It was a $90 bag out of the Dennison line at the outlet. I really liked it. I did not need it. And then I went to the Coach outlet. I did not need that either. Hey, Keith. So I love this. This blue is so pretty. This is the midnight blue. The Bitsy bag is one of my favorite bags. Now, if you watched Kami's Closet, she was talking about her Alma BB. So this, while it shares similar shape, isn't the same shape. It really isn't the same. I've had an Alma BB. They're a little bit different. They cut the corner a little bit more. So it's not quite as um these are better. I'm just gonna tell you, these are better. If you've ever thought about getting an Alma BB, watch her video, you might change your mind. So she was talking about how her Alma BB just barely fits her phone, how fussy it is to get in and out of it. It's just not that easy to use. But look at this one. Look, it goes all the way down. It opens way out. And there's no worry about your phone, y'all. Fits right in, no issues. These are better than the Alma BB. Now, I love myself some Louis Vuitton, and I've had an Alma BB. I sold it. I I bought it and sold it at a loss. Um, so I bought it for 1,500. I sold it for 1,000, and I lost 500. But in that loss of 500, I felt like, well, at least I didn't lose the whole 1,500. I gained 1,000. I only lost 500. That's how I viewed that because it was not the bag for me. She confused me because she said it said nano, so she thought it was smaller than the BB. No, I'm pretty sure she had a. Does she have nano? Oh, it's the nano. Oh my god. Okay, good because it's great. Okay, yes, no, I did not have a nano Alma. I had the BB Alma. The BB is still a little smaller than this one. The shape's a little bit different. Um, yeah, this is well, okay, it's based Zip Zip, but they call this the Bitsy. But it's the same, it's just a smaller version of the Zip Zip. The Zip Zip is I like the Zip Zip. I love these more. Way more. Like way, way more. And I like a big bag, y'all, but I love these. They're so much fun because I like carrying them top handle, you know? Well, what's good about the nano? Because I don't want a nano bag anyway. Um, I want something that's I have it has to blend functionality and cuteness, right? So I mean, I do have one micro bag. I've never used it as a bag. I use it as a charm because it's a micro bag, guys. I'm all clear now. It looks fabulous. I want a BB because I love my Bitsy. Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, I've had the Alma BB. I didn't love it, but you might love it. You know, I didn't love it. Just because I didn't love it doesn't mean anything. I've also owned the Alma and the regular size and didn't love it, but I love the Zip Zip. So it's just something about the Alma shape that the LV does. And I know it's their bag and it's their shape. It's just a little bit different than the Zip Zip and the Bitsy that it just doesn't work for me. You know, I could snap myself freaking silly the money I wasted on LV. I love LV and all, but it looks like the same if you have oh yeah, if you have too much monogram, it does look very repetitive. And I think that's how people consider it to be basic, is that because if you have an entire collection of just the monogram, you pretty much have different shapes all the same bag, right? I can't say nothing. I have multiples of many bags. I love multiples. If I love a thing, I want it in every color. I love the monogram. I'm having huge FOMO issues with LV right now. I'm jonesing. I really, 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 really want to buy some Murakami. Cannot afford it. Cannot afford it. I also really want to buy just Louis Vuitton in general. I have a need to buy Louis Vuitton, and it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. I have proven with my history, I make bad choices with Louis Vuitton. The bags I choose to buy, for whatever reasons, don't stay with me. I need to stop it. You know, I had the Carryall, I had the Diane, I had the Stressa, I had, you know, the Tivoli, or what it's called. I've had the um what's the other one I had that Nancy has? I have had all these bags, and what I've learned is again, you don't know if a bag works for you till you get it. And the bags that I love the most are actually the Bosfor bag and the Speedy. But then I get sucked in because I love totes and I love my piano cabas that I got from um Jolie. I love that bag. But what gets and I love my Pochette Matisse. I think those are like my favorite bags of all time is probably the Bichette Matisse, but there's a issue when I carry the Bichette Matisse. It's not. I lost like $100 bracelet out of that Bichette Matisse because it folds over. There's no way to secure the interior. I had put a bracelet in there, and it went through a security system, and it tipped over. And what I think happened, because I was talking to security people, my husband was at the conveyor belt, I was being wanded down because I always set off the machine, that somebody took the bracelet because it fell out of that little opening. And that was the first time I had really used that bag. So I didn't know that was something to be aware of because everything I have is in a pouch, right? But that bracelet wasn't. Um, and I know it was missing because I went to go get it immediately when got on board the ship. It was a very special. It was a magic band from Disney, so it's $100 waterproof. And if I had registered it, it would have registered all of my information for my trip. Luckily, I hadn't registered it yet, even though you have to have a passcode because that and it's engraved. It was monogrammed and engraved. It disappeared, like it never existed. Somebody borrowed it. So I hope they enjoy it because I'll never buy another one now. Um, Bad choices with LVs luxational because the when elusive bag. Yeah. I wonder if Dooney will bring out their colorful monogram again since LV bought out their Murakami. I hope so. The Speedy 30 Elma, BB, the pochette accessories are my favorite LV bags and most used for my bag collection. The Speedy 30 is my diehard. I love it the most. I think I know my Lin is a 30. I don't remember if my Epi is a 30 or a 35. I think it might be a 30 or 35. I can't remember. Craig would know. So because he helped me find it. Um, I, oh, I'm sorry, Jackie. I know that. Oh yeah. So I mean, I've had stuff stolen from me before, so it's not. I try to go with give it up to God. It says apparently that person needed it more than me, and I try not to dwell on the loss and just go with okay, lesson learned. Now I know that about the bag. I've had diamonds stolen. I've had rings stolen. That's why I have try to have less of a attachment to my things because I know that they're temporary. The only thing we're here just for a short time. We're not really owners. We're just stewards. You know, with all things we all pass in life. So, and that's the hardest lesson I learned. I think in life was that because my grandfather passed when I at our um was the first person in my family that I knew that passed that went to a viewing, and his funeral was on our 16th birthday. Literally, our 16th birthday, we were going to our grandfather's funeral. And what I learned about that, first of all, was when you see a body, if you've ever seen a body at a funeral home and a viewing, it was very clear to me because I'd always, you've only seen your family members in life, and the first time you see them in not life, you're like, whoa, this is weird. They don't look like them because they're not. It's just a body. The spirit's gone, right? So I learned that and like, wow, that's grandpa. Okay. So and then I learned when I went back to the house to have all his things there, but he's not there, you know? And then my grandmother had a hard time because her daughter, my aunt, wanted to change the will when she found her parents' will, got really angry about some stuff, made her mother change it. My grandmother had nightmares because she says so that was the will that her and her husband had put together and that John M had passed. So she was like, I can't talk to John M, so I can't. So then she had my father pay a lawyer to change it back to the original will without telling her sister. So, I mean, talk about the family drama in my family. Yeah, I can tell you how my aunt felt when she found out that the will that she thought was theirs isn't because the dad shows up with the real will, the one that went back to the original will. But those are the things that are hard to deal with, right? So my grandfather died in 95. My grandmother lived until all the way up to 2007. So that's a good long life. She was 98. My grandfather was 86 when he passed. And when my grandmother passed and I went to their house, that was really eye-opening walking into a home without them. It was a home with their things I'd seen my whole life. My grandparents were the stable part of my life. My parents divorced, and what I remember most is always going to my grandmother's and my grandfather's, Um, isn't it illegal to change a will after the person has? Oh no, she was still in life, Jennifer. She was still alive. So, um, so my grandmother. Okay, so let me explain this. So my grandfather had passed. That means all of their belongings are now belong to his wife, right? So my aunt found her mother's will at this point because dad's passed, right? The survivor is the mom. Mom has the will, but everything in the will was said as what she and her husband had wanted it to be, right? Because they had made those decisions together. And then when my aunt found it, she got mad and told her mother, change this to be more equitable, even though she had made these decisions with her husband. So my grandmother changed her will so that she could appease her daughter. Then she had nightmares and then told my father, don't tell your sister, but I want the will to back to the way it was that your dad and I had it, because I don't feel comfortable making this choice now that he's passed when this is what he wanted in life. So what happened, okay, so it really comes down to this. My grandfather talked to my aunt's first husband, because that's who she was married to, and had told Donna, my first uncle, before he died, hey, I'm gonna do this with the will and the estate. So what he did was he gave their property, their homestead, to my father, because my father was in the military and he couldn't have a homestead, pay for a house, because he's always deployed, he's always overseas. So but everything else was split equitably. Everything else was in half. The only thing that wasn't in half was the homestead. And my uncle at the time says, don't worry about it. I have everything covered for my wife upon your death or my death. She is taken care of. And she is. My uncle was a multimillionaire, way more wealthy. She was one of the wealthiest people in our family, very wealthy. And unfortunately, he passed um, pretty early on in the before the 90s, because he had Lou Gehrig's disease, right? So then my aunt's a widow. Here's the problem. Her father and mother never told her that they had talked to her husband about how they were going to split their estate. So when she found out, because they had always said, oh, we're splitting everything equally, but the house. But they never said but the house, right? So it was this debacle because men talk to men and no one talked to their wives. Idiots. So anyway, so my grandmother changed her will, then she changed it back, and then that will has been good 15 years before her passing. That will had already been changed. But anyway, this is how families have feuds, guys. This is how family members, you get money involved and it is like the end of the universe. As I telling you, my grandparents had some wealth. My aunt had a lot of wealth. And even after the passing of her husband, she still had wealth. And her second husband was one of the CEOs of Amoco. Believe me, my aunt did not suffer at all for anything or want for anything. But it's the principle of the matter. It's the principle of the matter. She felt like she did all this for her parents, and her parents favored her brother because her brother was a war hero. Her brother, first of all, they're 10 years apart in age. So there's a lot of angst in this family. Lots of angst. Oh my God. People tell me all the time, like, you should write this down. I'm like, no one's going to believe it. And it's so much drama. And when I tell stuff to my actual family members, like my aunt's children, they don't know half of the problems. They don't know half of the issues, because guess who was always there? Me. I was my grandmother's favorite grandchild. I didn't know that. I just thought my grandmother is a battle axe, y'all. She was not the proverbial bake cookies, here grandchild. No. She was, you read, you study, you be seen and not heard, and you sit down quietly, you read a book. But I was still her favorite, and I came to visit her all the time. And I was most aligned with her. So I was there for a lot of this drama. And she always said, well, Philip, don't tell your sister. And she would tell the Colleen, well, don't tell your brother. And my mother told Jennifer and I, never do what your aunt and uncle do. You two always talk to each other. So whenever we have, and my parents did it to us. My dad says, Jacqueline, don't tell your sister, and I'm like, okay, Dad, blah, 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 blah. Hey, Jen, you know what Dad said? I mean, seriously, to this day, if anybody tells us something, I'll call Jen. Jen, you know what Mom said? Mom called my sister, twin, my Jennifer, about something with my dad's estate because I had to mail off some documents that she had to sign. She had to get notarized. She was in Bangkok, so she's at the American Embassy trying to get the stuff notarized with the notary there. Well, the notary isn't supposed to read the documents to tell you what they mean. They're just there to witness that you are who you are, sign the documents. Well, they became buddy-buddy. The next thing I know, this notary is telling my mother, well, your daughter's trying to take away your inheritance, blah, blah, blah. And then, so my mother is devastated, right? So my mother calls my twin, Jennifer, says, Jennifer, Jackie is trying to take my money, blah, blah, blah. And Jennifer's like, Mom, what are you talking about? Like, Mom, are we talking about Jackie? Like, and then Jennifer talked Mom off the ledge, and then Jennifer calls me, and I bust out laughing. I mean, I just die. I said, Jennifer, are you serious? Mom honestly thinks I'm trying to steal her money. I just about died because I'm like, are you kidding me? I'm having nightmares about this stupid estate, and she's worried that I'm going to steal. I couldn't survive the guilt if I stole my mother's money. like, are you crazy? The karma, I would be struck dead. I mean, seriously, I was just dying. I said, Jennifer, please tell Mom what this is. So Jennifer did tell Mom, called her back and told my mother, and Mom got her money, right? I'm just like, oh my God. Because, I mean, she's been swindled, but here's the thing. I truly believe that people think that people are out to get you is because they think it's something they would do. I do believe my mother would do something like this. So I've always had to talk my mother off of weird, harebrained schemes. Like she wanted to be a loan shark. Like, no, Mom, no, no, no. Don't do it. Do not be a loan shark. It's really hard to get loans in Thailand. So there's a lot of land pawning. So people take their land deeds over to a loan shark, which would be my mom, and say, hey, let me borrow money. I'll pay interest. And then but what happens? I said, Mom, like, what happens if they don't pay the interest? Well, I get the land. What do you mean you get the land? That's what looks like on paper, but in real life, you have to have a Guido to go tell them to get off the land that you own. You don't want to go into that business, Mom. You do not want to be a loan shark. And my mom's like, but it's so good. My this, her longtime friend makes so much money. I'm like, at what expense? I said, Mom, you're Buddhist. Don't do it. My mother. So my mom doesn't really talk to me. I'm like the sense. I have common sense more so. Katie says, hello, my parents divided their estate equally between me and my brother. My brother is trusting that I do the right thing as trustee, which I am doing. Yes, exactly. So as a trustee, that's even more secure. I was an executor. Here's the thing, y'all. I already owned all my dad's assets. I didn't legally have to share anything. I did though. Legally, I owned all his liquid assets. The only thing that I had to split between the family was an annuity that he had and the property he had. And the property he had, technically, I was supposed to have sold it and split it three ways because he disinherited one of the sisters. So I'm like, when I would talk to the lawyer, I'm like, if I do that, my family will never talk to me again. And I really do like to have sisters still. I watched my parents, my dad and his sister feud for 20 and 30 years over politics and crap that they can't fix and change. And they barely were family after that. And I says, I don't want my family to be like that. And here's the thing. I did all the right things. I bent over backwards. I wanted to debt myself. I gave them everything they wanted. The eldest sister still doesn't talk to me. So I figured, well, that's the way it is. But I still have my twin sister. Because honestly, if I had done what legally I could have done, my twin sister would be homeless and not talking to me. Because that's and I was just floored at the legal part of it. And I went to the tax lawyer, one of the many tax lawyers, and we sat there and he explained things to me. And I looked at him again, like, I understand the words coming out of your mouth. I understand what they mean. Can you explain that one more time? And I did that 3 times because I could not believe what my father had done. I'm like, this is what made me mad about the passing of my dad, was I learned more stuff than I wanted to know, and I should never know. I was like, which also, by the way, is helping us with his mom's passing because now we're having to do the same thing. But anyway, hey Keith, my day was rough, y'all. Rough. This really should be a members live with all the tea I'm dishing. If my family listens to me talking about this, if they even watched my channel, they would be calling me on the phone right now. It's like, Jackie, shut your mouth. But that's okay. Most of them are all dead. It's the way it is. The way it is. They're not here in life. Um, Honestly, if my father was still living, I would not be on YouTube. He would not he would get so mad at me. Hey Keith, how was your day? How was everybody else's Monday other than the drama of my life? Um, you're on my TV. Hey Jolie. Hi Jolie. That's so cool to be on TV. Um, the puppies keep running back and forth. I have so much stuff to do. I have to pack for tomorrow. We're having to take the puppies to Auntie Caitlin's to go their first away, their first away overnight is terrifying. They're only going to be gone one night, but Mr. Pugsley is not the best behaved pug. He's our pug and we love him and he's special, but he's not the best behaved. Now, they've had Miss Ava come over here to hang out, their shepherd friend to be here, and they're cool. But having our pugs behave in her home will be the key. I wish I was on vacation still, says Ronnie. I know, right? Here, I'm talking to my coworker, y'all. I'm talking to my coworker. And then he tells me, oh, I'm feeling so well. I'm gonna go home. I'm like, have you been talking to me all day long and you don't feel well? Do you not know that there is a virus going around all over? It's on the news. It's like, go home. Go home. Get away from me. Pugsley is antsy. Puppies want to come play with them. Yeah. Wednesday is very Wednesday. Her docileness is a front. Wednesday is Miss Viciousness. She is hidden depths. She is the protector. She's the one who barks at the neighbors. She's the one that is like, I will guard you. She is seriously uh hidden viciousness. Where Pugsley is just like, hello, hello, hello. I love you, love you, love you. Oh, there's a dog over there. Okay, that's great. That's fine. Oh. And meanwhile, Miss Wednesday is like Cujo. She's like, why are you at my fence line? Where when Pugsley's like, oh, there's a person. It's very funny. It's hilarious to watch them. Um, they are a good match, a totally good match. I almost made a questionable life choice. I went to the mall to pick up my Nordstrom's order. Then I went to LV. Their doors were locked, so you couldn't just walk. Whoa. Really? Really? Yeah, we are going on a cruise in 2 weeks. Keith, tomorrow I am going on field work, so I'm gonna be gone overnight. Um, I can't believe that. Okay, so I have a new theory about the Murakami collection. My theory is I've watched a bunch of more videos of a bunch of people talking, oh yeah, it's available, oh yeah, it's not available, talking about Australia, talking about England, whatever. Here's my thing though. We are America. We like our loudness. I know people are like quiet, old money, blah, blah. We are a new country. We love our logos. We love color. And I think the Murakami just speaks to us, where maybe in Europe it doesn't quite speak to them. But in America, we like, give us the colors. Give us the Murakami. I want those rainbows. Give me that, all the hardware. Give me that. And I think that they underestimated completely the demand in America because apparently in the other parts of the world it's kind of there. It's kind of not there. Well here and like Jesse was saying, it's not a big deal over here. There's not that much hype in Australia. I get that. And even in England, there's not that much hype in England. It's like, yeah, you're now in America. It's like, who did they pick for the face of this campaign? Zendaya. Who was the face of the campaign before? It was, Paris Hilton and all those ladies, and who was the designer? Murakami, yes, absolutely. And it was Marc Jacobs who originally did that collab. It's like you can't get America and Japan. Like, I mean, come on, y'all. And how did they grossly underestimate this collection? Whereas with the Yayoi Kusama, which nobody really loved, to be honest, it was like such a bust. I'm like, I hated the polka dot collection. I love polka dots. I do. I love polka dots. I hate pumpkins. I hate all of it. I kind of said, look, I like the pumpkins, but in real life, no. The more I look at those pumpkins, the more I hate them. I'm not a pumpkin person. I mean, my sister loves pumpkin pie. Gourds are not my thing. I don't grow them. I have no real connection to a pumpkin. Not my thing. Not my thing. The old universe again. Jackie, I'm not sure. I didn't stay at the door to find out. I figured the universe didn't want me to spend my money there. Yes, you were saved, ma'am. You were saved. You were saved. We're more lively. Yeah, lively. We are Americans. We will walk around with colorful bags. We will. We will have branding. We don't need subtle. Maybe in New York, but New York is just one town. One really big town. But if you've been to the other places in the United States, just sit in any airport and watch what walks by you. Go to any amusement park and see what walks by you. You know, everybody thinks, oh, they're going to wear something um useful. No, no, no. Do you know how many people carry a Neverfull at at the giant tote that fits everything is like the perfect bag for an amusement park. Every mom has one. Because if you are a mom, you have children and children need things. It's just the way life is. They have backpacks, they have Neverfulls. I mean, it is like we have branding. I saw Versace, the Medusa head Versace at, this woman's walking around with like a $2,000 bag in Orlando at the park. I didn't understand the Kasama. I don't understand I still don't understand the Kasama collection. Did you know Yo Kasama lives in a? Yeah, I know that. Like she's in a psych ward in a hospital. She's mentally not well, but somehow she's this revered artist, and they put so much money into this launch for that whole collection, and I don't get it. I still don't get it. Hi, Jackie Hammond. Oh, hey, Scott. I have a new Dooney to show you. Let me take my medication real quick before I forget. Wow, I had no idea, Katie, that you had to have an appointment just to walk into the store. I did not know that. So this is the bag I got this is the bag I just got today from Dooney. Well, I got this from eBay, but I really like it. It's a little beat up, y'all. The bag was only $5. With shipping, the bag is $25. Let's not count in the $40 overdraft fee I had to pay, but that happens. It's life. It's real life, right? So, but I paid for it. It's mine. I paid more than I would have wanted to, but for $5, I'm just gonna go with $5. It has one little marker on here, a blue marker. This is going to be really hard to get out. I'm not going to even try to get this out. Honestly, I'm going to throw a patch right on top of it. This is going to be a fun bag. This is a bag just for fun. This is just a bag I want. This honestly could benefit from a base shaper or a insert. It's such a light textile. What does she do with the money from the collab if she's locked? Her family, I guess. I mean, I guess she has a, like most rich people or artists, they have foundations. Um, there's a Twilly I would like to get at Coach. Actually, it has Disney characters on it. Go figure. But I really would love to get an Hermes Twilly because I watched somebody. I think was it I think it was Autumn Beckman did a comparison of all the Twillies, like the Twilly, the Bandeau, all the different brands of silks that do them, and actually the 220 seemed pretty reasonable compared to the prices for silk. And then I said, Jackie, 220 is still a lot of money. So I kind of had to get over myself again. I spent $7.50 on the LV because I'm a pencil pouch. I really like the dots. That's awesome. I love polka dots. I didn't like that collection, and I don't know why. I normally love polka dots, and I think it really surprised me. Is that it's something I should love and I didn't love. Call the bank, Jackie. If you don't overdraft often, they may. Oh no, it was my fault, y'all. It was my fault I overdrafted. Um, I wouldn't be surprised if the asylum gets the large cut. That's a cool bag. Don't think I've ever seen that bag before the 90s, early 2000s. I think it's early 2000s. It's the same collection of the bag that if you saw Dee Dee Bean and Melissa's collab where they try to find a bag that looked like the new um, one of the new bags from Coach, and she found the bag that looks like that bag. It's that same collection. Um, that's what I'm wondering, Jennifer. Um, Keith says if she lives there voluntarily, she has her own suite and a lot of luxuries. That costs a lot of money. Yeah, it does. It does. 24-hour care, medical care anywhere is expensive, and she probably has trustees and executors in a foundation, and I don't have any problem with her, making money. That's not my issue. My issue really is they over. That really wasn't in my perception, a really well received collection. And this one that we have been wanting and wanting, it either is completely manufactured, but why would they do that to why would they do that to their sales associates, y'all? Why would they make it so that I mean, talk about there's one thing about overselling something, but overselling prepaid merchandise and telling your VVVIC people, by the way, the thousands of dollars you gave me, we don't have your item. Why would they do that? That seems ridiculous. Hey, Jeanette, she has schizophrenia and needs very tender care and people treating her with white gloves. I would imagine. Katie says normally the LV you can walk in the Hermes. There are two lines, one for appointments, one for walk-ins. Oh wow! Well, they're not busy. Only one. See, that's not an establishment for me. I don't do lines. I physically cannot stand like that anymore. There's nothing in that store that's going to have me go through the pain of doing that. Scott says, I gave a couple gifts from DB new canvas collection made in Italy, and the recipients were very impressed. I was impressed. Yes, that's so awesome. I'm very excited. I haven't really heard much about the new canvas collection. Um, Jennifer says, I don't know if it would choose to live in an asylum for 40 plus years. I'm sure she had a choice. He says, I read somewhere she only eats papaya for breakfast and needs to be carved in the shape of a boat, and she eats it with a mother of pearl spoon. Oh, that's just special, okay? Special. Special, special. Oh man, today the FOMO was real. Like, I suffer with this all the time. I look at bags all the time. I watch people selling bags. I do research on bags. I look at people's videos about bags, and I look at my own collection. I use a different bag every day. I love bags. I can't afford to buy everything I want, everything I like, and I'm having a hard, hard, hard time not just buying Louis Vuitton. I just want it, and I have it. So I think I need to pull out some of my Louis, and I need to use it so I can get over the FOMO. Because it's always if you have it, you want more of it. And if I love something, I want it in multiples. That's my biggest thing. If I love it in, I've done this my whole life, y'all. When I would find a favorite t-shirt, I bought it in every color they had. When I found a favorite pair of pants, I bought 5 pair of those pants. You know, but everybody just assumed I wore the same things. I didn't. I just wore the same. I'm a uniform person. I would definitely have like 10 of the exact same thing and wear it the same. And for years, I did do this for years and years and years. Same shirt, same jeans, same shoes. literally. And I had the same bags, different bags. I wore the same bag for years. If I had it in one color, I had a different color. It was, and that's like people didn't know how many bags I actually had because they didn't remember, right? So they just saw the same bag over and over again. It wasn't the same bag, but it was the same style. I love I love merchandise. I love it. I absolutely love merchandise. I love Disney merch. I love toys. I love branding. I love characters. Jolie says get some SLGs and use LV every. I know. Well, here's the thing. I do have an SLG. I do use it every day. Literally every day. I have the Danya Ibn key thing, not the key clay, the 6 key ring thing on my work thing. Every single day I use that. Every day. Here's the other thing. I have a wallet somewhere in my house. I can't find it. I think it's just gone forever because it's been missing too long. Or it was borrowed, someone borrowed it. So I don't know. My credit card was paid off before Christmas. Yay, Sherry! I did some damage after I pay off. No more credit cards. Bags, LGs get me in trouble. Yes. Yes. Locking the doors behind me while I shop would give me anxiety. I would not handle it well. I would not handle it well. I do not like the boutique experience, and I can go right into why. Keith, I always look like crap, and Himmers still lets me in. Keith says, one thing that I ask myself before making a big purchase is, will I remember this 10 years from now? If the answer is yes, then I buy it. If the answer is no, then I don't. Here's the thing, Keith. I always remember my purchases for large purchases of bags. And even when I get rid of them, I don't regret it. Even when I lose money, I don't regret it because I learned something from it. But what I'm trying to remember right now is I've made a lot of bad choices when it comes to Louis Vuitton because there's a lot of bags I love that don't work for me. There's only 2 bags really out of my Louis Vuitton collection that I have. Okay, 3 bags that I have let go of that I regret letting go of. Like, I literally wish I had kept them. One was the Hudson bag, crossbody. Should have kept that bag. One was the Jackie or the Diane bag. I should have kept that bag. And the other one was the totally GM, I believe. I should have kept that bag. Those are the 3 bags I regret selling. 2 of them were vintage that I had refurbished and like refurbished by LV, and one of them was new that I traded to Winnie. And I should have kept that one. I really should have kept that one, but I didn't. And I can't cry over spilled milk. Would I ever buy it again? No. But that's one of the ones I miss, you know. So there's very few of them I miss. A lot of the bags I sold on, they were too heavy. And at the time, I had shoulder issues. They weren't easy or comfortable to carry. They were too flashy. They didn't fit all my stuff. They all had reasons why they left my collection. But I get blinded by Louis Vuitton prettiness. I love the lightness of the canvas. I love the leather. What I know for a fact now is I need to not get the raw vachetta. I need to get a treated vachetta or the leather. Even if I love the look, I get too much anxiety when it's brand new. Pre-love, no problem. A patina on it, I love it. Brand new freaks me out. Um, Let me see. Last time I went to Hermes, I wore cuff jeans, tie-dye tee, and Birkenstocks. So Frenchy. But Katie, you're also in California. That's the California vibe. Ronnie says, Marilla, like, what are they going to do to me while I'm in there? Yeah, when they're closing the door. Go search Jennifer's house. You probably find it there. That girl, last time I went to, okay, Katie Crunchy, get it back from, when he sold it, Marilla. When he sold it. Yeah, she didn't even keep it. She sold it to get her Neverfull BB. Yeah. Do you ever hear or read about um Hoget Clark, an heiress that lived in a hospital room for 20 years instead of one of her 4 homes? Wow. Yeah. Oh yes, Scott. I found that fascinating. One of her homes is Connecticut, sold for 25 million. I guess she liked being in the institution more. There's something there is something about becoming institutionalized that you're used to the treatment and how people treat you because there's a professionalism when you're in a hospital situation that sometimes I think people disappreciate, but I don't know. There's people who hate hospital situations. She was fine with it, you know. But yeah, so I have a love for Louis Vuitton, and I worry about Louis Vuitton because I've made so many bad choices. If she sold it, then why she'd buy it from? Oh, well, she had it for me for about a. This is Winnie BLV, Keith. This woman does not keep things long term. The fact that she's selling her Chanel that she swore she would never sell, it still hasn't sold, but it's on the block to be sold. If anybody wants it, there's nothing in her collection that's off limits except for I think there's two bags that maybe okay, there's four bags she has that I know of that she will never part with. One is her LV Murakami hands from the first collection, the because her daughter wants it, and then there's the graphite Speedy. She loves that bag. There is the Burberry backpack she will never get rid of. The Speedy that her friend painted Mickey on, or Minnie. She will never get rid of those four bags. Everything else, I believe, is fair game. I really do. If you came up to her and say, "I'll give you this much money for this," I think she'd sell just about any of her. She loves new. She loves new things, and she loved the trade. She loved the bag. She wore that bag a lot when she got it. But that's winning with everything. And then the miniature BB came out, and she's like, "Okay, Diane bag guy, bye, see ya." I agree, Ronnie, but these people can afford to hire staff. Um, but they don't have to deal. See, but people who can afford to hire staff, sometimes they don't want to make decisions and they rather complain to management. In a hospital situation, especially if you're a benefactor, if you're living there for 20 years, you probably own the whole wing, right? People treat you differently. You know, I love the Bichette Matisse. Love, love, love the Bichette Matisse. That is one of my hands down favorite bags I own. It doesn't fit very much. It really doesn't. For as large as it is, it looks like it should fit more. It does not. It just doesn't. Um, but I guess I love out of my Louis collection, the Bosfor is still my most used, most worn bag out of all the bags I have. Um, and when it comes to Louis Vuitton, even more than my Speedy. I wore that Bosfor bag to death. I wore that bag so much I replaced all of the kit on it. The problem is, as soon as I replaced all of the kit on it, I got too worried about using it. But I had to because I'd worn it so much the piping had come through. I mean, that's how much. And that's the one of the bags right now currently at Louis Vuitton that I would love. It would be the Bosfor bag out of the men's collection. Um, they call it the wearable wallet, but the Bosfor wearable wallet, and they also have a messenger bag. I am, I love fashion. I love utility more in many, many, many regards. That's why I love a lot of men's bags. Men's bags, there's a utility function to it. I have rarely gotten a men's bag made for men that was uncomfortable. A lot of the times it's because I'm round. So my roundness, I need a longer strap. Men's bags have longer straps for me. But they normally never, if you could notice, the fabric of the straps are more comfortable. They're not I mean, I love it. I love a lot of the men's collections. Um, Katie, I love Woody's Chanel bag, but it's too expensive and it doesn't fit a phone. A walk is less than fits a phone. Yes, yes. And I love Winnie's Chanel bag. It's navy. I love navy and a rainbow and a rainbow. How cool is that? Keith says, I think you can find it for cheaper on the pre-loved market. I've seen Vestiaire and Fashion File. Yeah, yeah, probably. It's all about condition. A lot of the allure of buying a bag from a YouTuber is their bag. I wanted the bag from one of the very first bags I ever purchased before my YouTube channel, y'all, was from Winnie BLV. I bought her Rogue 17 and Orchid. And I bought a bag from Yoda, and I bought a bag from the handbag housewife. She changed her name of her channel, and I think she's on a hiatus or something. But I don't watch her anymore anyway. But she had some Coach bags I bought. a couple Coach bags from her. Then she moved over to high end, and she lost me. Um, what I enjoy about Jackie is your channel is that you buy something because you love the bag or style, but not as a, oh yeah, 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 not for clicks and views. I live with these things, and I have to part with my money to get them. I am not. I am not doing that for views. I love y'all, but that's so you can everybody here watching this, you know, you know when you watch a YouTuber and you know when they have bought that just for the views and clicks. You know. And I feel like half of the working content I've watched is for the clicks and the views. They don't care. And that's some of the things I hate about YouTubers when they do a video. Well, what do you think? I know what I think. I want to know what you think. Like, what do you think of the situation? Don't open end it. Um, that makes sense, Jack. 'Cause I didn't think of that. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. It's like I want people to like. I have to love it. I have to love it. I have to use it. I have like you're. This is me. I love teddy bears. I love toys. I love bags. I love real bags. A well-made leather bag. It doesn't have to say Hermes for my working. My working's just fine. I like it the way it is. Um, Keith asked what's my favorite bag in my collection. I just did this video. It's coming out in 2 weeks. But I'll tell you, because it shocked me, guys. It shocked me. This is a sneak peek. So when you see the video in 2 weeks, just click, say like, and put a heart on there or something. Um, it was Jerusha Couture's tag. You know, she said, now, this is only in my luxury collection. So if you throw out all the other brands and you're only looking at the high end, my high end Ralph Lauren, my Louis Vuitton, um, Chanel, Gucci. And Hermes. I have all those brands, but normally just one thing from that brand, like maybe two things. And I went to bed thinking, I know what bag it is. And then I woke up the next morning, and I'm like, nope, that's not the right bag. And then I did the video on it. And the video, my favorite bag in my collection, and this shocked me, is my Gucci bag that Craig gave me. We traded. It's a gift, y'all. It's a gift. I love that bag. And I give a long story of why and how and whatever in the video. But it's just the utilitarian of it, the size of it, the use of it. Now, is it a great purse? No. It's the worst purse because it's a giant tote, but it's my favorite bag. Yes, the large one, Marilla, the large one. Um, and my second favorite bag as for a handbag, would be my Ralph Lauren Ricky 27 in the light blue that you've maybe seen once or twice. It's in my inner sanctum. I can go get it and show you. I have to go to my room to get it. Give me a second and I'll do that. So, um, my favorite bag, there is no such thing as one and done. There's no such thing as one bag that does everything for me. So it's really hard for me to say this is my favorite bag ever. I do have bags that if I use them, I will stay in them for a long time. And that's why I have to make myself get out of them because I have shoulder issues. So what was happening was if I had a big bag, which I love big bags, more and more things went in there and more things I could not live without. So then I switched from big bags to small bags to minimalize, to reduce. And then I finally reduced. So now it doesn't matter which bag I put. I've I've come to the conclusion is I live next to an HEB, which is a grocery store. I live next to a corner store. Our office has a market. If I need it, I can go buy it. I don't necessarily always have to have it in my bag. Now, when I travel, that's different. And even when I travel, I'm like, I just go to Walmart. See, right now is why I love this channel. Your passion for bags is genuineness. Yeah. Okay, so let me go get the bag. Let me go show you the bag. I'll go grab it. I'll be right back. Well, where did I put this bag? I just saw my favorite Dooney, but I don't use it very often because I will live in that bag. Okay. Actually, I really love my Lululemon belt bag. I have five and switch out around a bunch. Speedy 20B. Yeah. I'm currently living in an Empire. Oh, loving the Empire 40. Can't seem to get out of that bag. Cases now that I use different straps for my Speedy, they fit a little too. Yeah, that's how almost every Coach bag ever made has the wrong strap length for me. So this is my favorite bag, and in the long story really is my very first bag that I ever got that was a designer was Gucci. It was this colorway, this pattern, the stripes. It was from the 80s. It was my mother gave it to me. I was 7 or 8 years old, y'all. That was my that was my very first designer bag ever. Now, the first one I ever purchased, I was maybe 13, 14, and it was a Celine. But the first bag I ever had that was gifted to me by my mother was a Gucci. Now, was it real? I don't know. I kind of think it was because I found that bag 10 years ago, but it had really disintegrated because of how it was stored, so I just got rid of it. I kind of wish I'd saved it. I love this tote. Now, it's the size, it's like 18 inches. It fits everything. This is what I wish the Neverfull actually was, and it isn't. I love this bag. This bag, the design of Gucci makes me think of my mother, my childhood, being in Thailand. It just makes and it feels sporty to me with the stripe. I used to wear jumpsuits and velour suits when I was a kiddo. It was the 80s, and I love this. This just makes me feel happy. I love the colorway. I don't feel like it's ostentatious, even though it's an expensive bag. For some reason, I don't feel like it's too ridiculous. For me, I just feel like, oh, it's my cool bag. And this is um, if the first design or anything was my 6-ring key holder monogram with fuchsia on the inside. Nice, Jeanette. So this is my other, this is the bag that I thought would be my, out of my whole collection. If I only had to keep one designer bag, it would be this one. As my only designer purse, it is this one. If it's my only designer tote, because I don't use a tote bag as a handbag. I use a tote bag as a tote bag. And I always carry another bag in my tote bag, always. That's never the bag, because that tote bag I'm using to carry documents or sweaters or stuff, and that a lot of times that tote bag will stay in the car, and I'll grab the little bag I have in there and I'll do my errands, you know. Or that's the office bag. This is the bag that I would pick above all my other expensive bags, above oh, putting aside all my sentimental attachments, putting aside the fact that I think my Chanel is the most beautiful bag I've ever seen in my life, the fact that I love my Pochette Matisse more than any other bag I own. but they're all different, right? They're all different for different reasons. The Machette Matisse is a crossbody bag. The Chanel is a tote bag. But this one is just, I love this one. Um, I love the color. I love the size. I love the way it feels. I love everything about this bag. I love everything about that bag. There's nothing about that bag to me is negative. Yes, Ricky. Thank you, Keith. The Gucci tote is fabulous. Oh yeah, we'll never go. It's a giant. The utilitarianness of a tote, I can never outgrow. I love them. When I was in high school, I used a tote bag, an LLB tote bag. Winnie, no, Winnie, it's not members only. It should be though, with all the tea I'm spelling. Oh my God, I have been like, it's been a rough day, y'all. My mom bought me a Burberry bag back in 2005 because she thought LV monogram was ugly. A lot of people do, Katie. There's a lot of people who do not like that at monogram. They think it's basic, not the bag, the monogram. Because I mean, guys, it's luggage material. It was meant to be durable on luggage. It's a travel bag. So if you're really into high-end bags, do you really want to be walking around? How many people walk around with Samsonite bags because Samsonite made it as a purse? Not that many. The fact that Louis Vuitton turned their travel bag into something that everybody wants, pretty dang cool. Um, Hey y'all, sexy cats and kittens. Hello, hello. Um, so I'm having a fun evening. I'm actually tea. Oh my God, you missed the tea, Winnie. I'm sorry. We've been on here an hour and 20 minutes. You missed all that tea. I spilled some tea. Family drama, all the dramas. I opened up 4 packages. I have to go on a field location work tomorrow, so I have to pack. I have to pack an overnight bag. I have been thinking all day today which suitcase I'm taking. Like, which thing do I want to haul into the hotel? We're going to have so much equipment with us that it has to be something easy because, I mean, it's just one night, but I have to take field clothes. And it's cold. Cold, y'all. Cold. Um, Mom says it out loud in Louis Vuitton. I was trying to buy a bag in Vegas and I was so embarrassed. Oh my gosh. I think it's ugly. And I had this bag but originally I thought the monogram was ugly. It grew on me with time, but originally I thought that the MCM was ugly. Not so much the MCM, but the color of the classic MCM. But I still had one, and I really liked it because I love the Boston bag. But at the end of the day, I still don't like the monogram. Um, I got stuff that's luggage material, my name in high school. the the monogram I also don't like, honestly. I don't like any of the bags. I think it's called Mia Farrow, her collection of bags. I don't like any of them. Yeah, sometimes I look at them like, no. Dinner time, have a great night. Good night, Marilla. So anyway, guys, I gotta get off. That's what I'm trying to say politely is I gotta go. I have to pack equipment. I have luggage to pack, laundry to do, things to happen, and I worked a 12-hour workday. I'm exhausted. So I'm gonna go be tired and pack things without not much care other than the fact is it warm because it is cold. Tomorrow is a travel day, but it's a travel day. We sleep, we get up real early, we do our thing, we get back in the car, we drive back 6 more hours, and then we pick up our puppies. So puppies have to be dropped off at Auntie Caitlin, and then we have to pick up puppies, and it's a lot, y'all. Bye, everybody. Thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks for being members. Thanks for being subscribers. Thanks just for hanging out with me, especially since I was here late today. And yeah, and just as a reminder, guys, I changed my format. I go live Monday and Friday, and I only have videos Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Is that right? Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And I also go live on Jolie's channel Thursday and Sunday. So it's not 7 videos a week anymore. It's just 3 and 2 lives, technically. And I still throw in, lives with my membership because, yeah, I normally do that on the weekend. So anyway, bye everybody.